If you're watching the playback, welcome back to my Vibey Lit Abundant YouTube channel. Okay, let's wait for everybody to get in here. One momento. All right, I'm getting everything set up, making sure I got everything over here. Hello. Hello, hello. All right, let's see. Welcome in, everybody. I have been experiencing extreme technical difficulties. And I was just like, come on, we gotta pull through. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday, Chris1122. Hello, everybody. Hey, Priyanshi. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Collective. Hey, Asia. I'm doing very well. I have been behind the scenes doing so much in my personal life, making shit shake. So I've been very, 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 very extremely busy balancing out all of the things in life. So this road opener candle, it's about to hit. I'm excited. How's everybody been feeling though? Let's check in with the the Aries stellium right now. Have you guys looked into like the planets and see like where you have this concentrated Aries energy, like what house for you personally? For me, I have all of these planets transiting through my 6th house in Aries. So again, with me being super busy, oh yeah, I've been doing a lot of work, a lot of stuff around the house, a lot of work with my business, my career, trying to balance out taking care of my health and everything like that. Just all of my day-to-day responsibilities. 6th house, sheesh. You've been cleaning? Yes. You're at work and you can't watch? Well, I'll upload it, okay? Sending positive energy into that candle. I'll catch up later. Period. So you have this going through your 7th. Ooh. You've been decluttering? Me too. With my Saturn return for 4th house. Okay. 333 could definitely be spirit calling you to like create something. Dancing to some music earlier. Hey, Becca. Period. Aries is in your 11th house right now. You have 4 bags of donation clothing. Oh yeah, you're on a roll. I'm currently sipping one of my favorites. Do you guys know that this company, for one, it used to be called Yerba Matcha, or Yerba Mate, and they changed it to Yerba Madre, and I was like, ooh, wait, something is different. They got bought out. So this company, if you've been watching me for a long time, you know that this is like my favorite caffeinated little beverage. Okay, for years, since like 2019, 2018, they got bought out and they taste a little bit different. This is, yeah, the Yerba Madre, this is new. This is like as of like 2026, this happened. So thankfully this can taste like the OG, but I've had like so far 2 cans of the blue one, and it tasted disgusting. You're about to cook. So this isn't coffee, this is yerba mate. So yerba mate, it's a herb, it's a natural herb. But I will say this brand, they do be putting a lot of sugar in it. So if you're trying to like cut back on sugar, these aren't the best things to drink. But I do feel like, yeah, it's not Alani, you know, so it's a more natural alternative, but it's still not the greatest. The greatest yerba mate would be like, you know, just like the hot tea, no added sugar, but it still gives you a lot of energy. So yeah, I wanted to ask you guys, like, again, like how you guys are feeling with this Aries stellium. I've been feeling burnt. Yeah, I'm gonna dress this candle with you guys. This is from my local Botanica. This is a pre-dressed candle, but I always like to add my own jazz to it. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I've been burnt. Have you guys been feeling a little bit burnt? I feel like there's 2 sides of the spectrum with this Aries stellium right now in the collective. There's, you're super busy, you got a lot on your plate, and you're trying to balance it all, and you're feeling burnt out. And then there's the other people where it's just like they are finally full of energy. They're getting everything done. They're unstoppable. Which side are y'all on? At first, I was like unstoppable, like go, 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 go. And then I reached the Aries burnout that everybody was talking about. Yes, I'm tired today. I saw a rainbow yesterday, period. I wanted to start this with a little divination with the 333 heart or Oracle of the Heart wisdom. Yeah, I'm not even in the camera today, you guys. Like, let me show you. I got my bonnet. I got my bonnet on, my cute little kitty bonnet. Look, y'all. I'm like, I was I said today we still have to show up, but let me just keep this bonnet on. I'm in my PJs and all, y'all. But I feel like this candle is going to help give us some momentum. I've got all my ingredients next to me. Do you guys know that tomorrow, April 19th, is Saint Expedite's feast day? You guys know I'm always talking about Saint Expedite. I picked this kind of spilled. Oh my God. The Botanica that I'll be going to, the last time I went, I was a little bit disappointed. I'm like, there was a new lady in there. Okay, there was a new lady in there. And I've never seen her before. She's never seen me before, but she was like watching me the whole time I was shopping. And it felt as though like she thought that maybe I was about to steal, like run off with some 7-day candles. It was just so awkward. And I was just like, oh, sister, this isn't what you think it is, mama. Like, I'm a regular here. I've never seen you. Are you new here? She was watching me and like, but it was so obvious because like she was like in the same aisle. And then I'm just browsing, looking at all the candles on the shelves. And then like she's trying not to make it obvious that she was looking at me. And then I was like, looking at her. And I was just like, can we not? I at that point I got uncomfortable. And then she was like, can I help you find something? And mind you, I didn't need any help, but I was just like, yeah, I'm just looking for, X, Y, and Z. And then she couldn't even speak the English good. So everything I was saying, like she was like a little bit confused because I get it, she's Hispanic, so maybe she thought that I, was speaking Spanish or I could, but I don't know how to speak Spanish, mama, not yet. I'd love to learn. But anyways, so I was just like, yeah, so I just rushed on out of there. But yeah, I don't know. Somebody said, mind you, you do. Be careful with that. I just would be careful. I wouldn't risk it because like with the AI technology and the cameras, I feel like they be tracking everything down. So I would not risk that. But could you, like, for real, I could not imagine stealing from a Botanica because like, why would you steal from a spiritual person's shop? That's dangerous, but it is what it is. And I feel like she low-key overcharged me for what I got, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, Saint Expedite. I'm thinking like the next collective candle, we're going to be petitioning specifically to Saint Expedite because Saint Expedite, the goat of miracles and making shit shake. So if you're ever at a Botanica and you see a Saint Expedite candle, get it for real because a little bit of red wine, the pound cake, the petition, the candle, chef's kiss every time. So this is going to be my next one, I think, I feel. But today we're going to be focusing on the open road. Open road. So we're going to be doing a road opener. Should you light your Saint Expedite candle tomorrow? Yeah, because tomorrow's Saint Expedite's feast day, April 19th. So I would do it. His days of the week are Wednesday, but, the feast day is tomorrow. So for sure. So this road opener is for all types of areas of your life. Just in all general areas, let the roads be open. This candle specifically talks about when it comes to like legal matters, love, money, your home, unlocking something. I'm trying to translate. I'm trying to translate this. This is in Spanish. Okay, travel, relationships, friendships. You have a story to share. What's your story? I missed y'all. You felt a video coming? I missed you guys. Today's the 18th. Yes, yes, yes. Tomorrow is the 19th. Oh, you would like to, you can translate? Okay. Can you read it? What is this? Pure. St. Jude is my go-to now, and also St. Expedite. I haven't connected too much with St. Jude. I need to do some research on St. Jude. Doors. Okay. Doors. You've been feeling big insomnia. Okay. Come closer. Oh, they said come closer. What does this one mean? Hold on, wait. Is it focused? This one. Planets. Work. Y'all are, I love it. I love it. Educating me. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So let me start with get some vibes going with the Palo Santo. Get the vibes going. To unlock opportunities. I know that's right. So we're going to start with just a little bit of Palo Santo. The chat is so helpful, so cute. I love it. Yes, I missed you guys. I really did. I said, yo, yesterday, the technical difficulties were crazy. So I was just like, maybe it's meant to just do it on a Saturday, Saturn energy. So we're about to enter the planetary hour of Saturn. So I feel like this spell is about to be really powerful. When I first turned on the live, we were still in the planetary hour of the moon. So that's good for like emotions, like sentimental energy, relaxing energy, period. And now we're shifting into Saturn, planetary hour. So this is a good hour to focus on discipline, order, structure, business, power, motivation. So as we're doing road opening work on a Saturday in the planetary hour of Saturn, I feel like this is going to specifically be helping us open up roads where it's been a lot of pressure, restriction, stress. Because I know with me, what I got going on behind the scenes, the pressure is... There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of energies that I'm shifting through. So this is going to be perfect. It's nothing crazy or scary. It's actually a really powerful, exciting blessing. It's just like getting to the blessing. I have to get through the heaviness. Okay. My whole last 2 weeks, stressed and pressed. Sister, we've been going through it. Vanessa's in the chat. Shout out. Red Stardust. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Y'all, when the astrologers were predicting and speaking about the Aries stellium, I knew it was going to be intense, but now we're currently living through it and experiencing it. So I feel like we definitely need to pull cards, guidance. I got smoky quartz on the table because we need it. Okay. Smoky quartz helps ground and center. All right. So Shonnetta, I got a cleansing from my local Botanica. Ooh, period. Can you say literally anybody, anything about me? Anything about you? What you mean? Man, the last 2 weeks have me like, I know you fucking lying. Let me see. Back to back bullshit, but we're getting through it. We are. Yeah, you can send the donations later. I'm glad you're on. Yes. You know, I seen somebody speak, so now that Mercury is in Aries and no longer in Pisces, the energy can start to feel more clear, which is good because when Mercury was in Pisces, Mercury is detriment in Pisces. So it could feel similar to a Mercury retrograde, even though that wasn't what was going on. So now that Mercury is in Aries, our mind, our mental, it's more quick-witted, okay? Hot-headed too, but I should rather be that than confused, bitch. Because we don't want to be confused, Mercury and Pisces. No shade, no offense. No offense. Listen, no offense to the people that have their Mercury in Pisces. I feel like, you live with the energy, you can adjust with the energy, so you know how to maneuver. But for people that don't have that placement and we experience the transit, we're like genuinely like SOS, send help. Y'all, so if you, like the past couple of weeks, if you've been feeling like What? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. That's what it is. But we're slowly getting through it. The moon is in Taurus right now. So, yesterday we had the new moon in Aries. But honestly, the moon shifted out of Aries super early in the day. So the moon is in Taurus now. So we're feeling more grounded. We're definitely going to be focusing on, the money with this road opener, money stability, just all the doors to be open when it comes to us living a comfortable, abundant life. Okay. Career, housing, freaking relationships, all of it. I did write some good poetry in that. See, that's why there's always like really good things that come with each of the transits, and there could be like some shadow effects that come with the transits. But Mercury and Pisces, like I got back into, the flow of reading. I was, watching more shows because I get distracted easily. But when Mercury was in Pisces, like I was allowing myself to just like sink into like the other realm of like arts. Okay. The babies are doing very well. They're out there playing in the other room. Life has been feeling like a small replaying loop. I feel that for me, I feel like life is going so extremely fast. Like I noticed a drastic, humongous like shift. Like I feel like, how is it already the 17th? Is it no, today's the 18th. How is it already the 18th? I'm genuine. Like I just feel like something is happening, and it's just like, whoa. Whoa. Like I feel like low key, like somebody's pressing the fast forward button in our matrix, because there's absolutely no way. There's no way. There's no way. Like it was just January, February, March, April, damn near about to be May. Ah! Okay. So with that, let's do a little bit of bibliomancy. Spirit, opening message before we start this candle. I'm just excited to talk to you guys. I missed you guys. I've been behind the scenes doing personal readings, again, getting my house in order, balancing out all areas of my life. So I've been busy, but I was like, I need to get on here. All right. So the message, Spirit, the message. What message do you have for us all? Okay, so we have 86. Fierce insight. This oracle, well, actually, let me show you guys. Let me show y'all. Little story time. This oracle asks you to have the courage to see beyond the assumptions, expectations, tantrums, or manipulations that may steal your time and attention away from what inspires your heart. The source of such thievery may be another's ego or the workings of your own dark side. Take care not to derail your journey out of guilt, shame, unworthiness, or the belief that another's needs are more important than your own authenticity. You do not need to be drawn into the dramas of others. If you become still and listen quietly to the inner wisdom, you will see clearly and know exactly what needs to be done. And sometimes that is simply and powerfully to hold compassion. Be okay with each human, including you, having the right to live their own life as best they can. Okay. Having the right to live their own life as best as they can. This oracle asks you to have the courage to see beyond the assumptions, expectations, tantrums, or manipulations that may steal your time and attention away from what inspires your heart, from what most inspires your heart. Okay. In other words, I feel like Spirit's like, don't let things get to you, or don't let things deter you from what it is that you want to focus on. Releasing, clearing outside distractions could also be a message of the day. You do not need to be drawn into the dramas of others. If you become still and listen quietly to the inner wisdom, you'll see clearly and know exactly what needs to be done. Dang, so Spirit's clock in RT. Spirit's like, for a lot of us, we know exactly what needs to be done. So it's like, okay, when are we going to act on it? When are we going to act? What are we going to do? Oh, Lord. I'm just thinking about Saturn being in Aries. And that transit just started too. So we're in the like just the beginning stages, but Saturn and Aries, it's interesting because Aries is like, when we think of Aries, we think of the Emperor tarot card. So like that's the energy of like the doer, the go-getter, the self-starter. Like that's the big man, the energy, the action taker. And so with Saturn being in Aries, oh my gosh, like there could be restrictions around our ability to do things. Or at least, look, because this card makes me think of illusions with the Magician. So watch out for certain things that are just illusions. That could also be the message of the day. Spirit, what is the message of the day? I'm curious. I want to do a little tarot read before we get into this candle. What is the message of the day? Everyone here is leveling up. No ceilings, no limits, period. Oh, yeah. And then on top of that, just to rock my boat, yeah, the pollen is crazy. Yes. All right. What's the message of the day, Spirit? Elaborate. What illusions are you speaking of? Because I feel like that stuck out really strong. A message about illusions. What does the collective need to know, Spirit? Hello, Samantha. I'm seeing a lot of people that have the membership. Oh my gosh. Shout out, you guys. Illusions. Watch out for illusions. Look at that. We have the Two of Swords. So this is a time to really trust and tap into your intuition. It's interesting because she's blindfolded, but the moon in the back, the big full moon in this card represents the divine intuition, intuitive abilities, the moon, connecting with our feelings. This is a time to make decisions based off of feelings, emotions. So what else is coming through for the collective, Spirit? More messages for the collective. Like you're not seeing results right now. If you feel like there is a sense of stagnancy right now, so there's definitely a message about the spark. Somebody feeling like their spark is just kind of like the fire is put out. So it's like you need a refresher. You need something to rejuvenate your spirit at this time. And that Three of Wands in the reverse, this always makes me think of like disappointment or even like FOMO, fear of missing out. So somebody could be feeling that energy. But Spirit's saying something about the timing. So if you're feeling stagnancy or you're feeling delays, sometimes when God puts us on the bench, a season of being on the bench, we can internalize it and we can look at this like, everybody else is doing stuff, everybody else is making progress, but why not me? Why not me? But, you could be put on the bench in this time in your life, whether it's for a week, whether it's for a month or whatever. But, I feel like Spirit has a part in this stillness right here. So, it's all about looking at the brighter side of things with the Page of Cups. But I feel like overall, like with this, I don't want to necessarily say stagnancy, but, somebody watching this, you could be feeling stagnant. You could be feeling drained. Like there is a big energy with that Ace of Wands and Three of Wands in reverse of just feeling drained or feeling low energy. So this could also be a time to, focus on certain things that can fill you up with energy. But like healthier things though. Let's see. And what I mean by that, I'm thinking like herbal teas, sunlight, walks after eating, like stuff like that. And I feel like the final message with this Four of Cups is like, you could be currently watching this and focusing on one particular thing. But it's like there's something so big that's about to come into your life and you might not fully see it because you're focusing on something else. So it's almost like the minute that you focus your awareness on, just speaking life into yourself, like I can do this, I'm able, this is just a temporary season. I feel like somebody watching this, like you're in an energy of like cleaning up your life, decluttering, just checking in, seeing like what's not working. And if something's not working, like this kind of also makes, a lot of people in the chat earlier were speaking about like decluttering, donating stuff, and this is you're on point. Like you are in alignment. I feel like everybody that is decluttering, throwing stuff away, donating stuff, I feel like you're getting rid of stuff that could have been causing like you know, like not, I'm not gonna say delusion, but it's just like a lack of clarity, you know, because with the Magician reverse, like all is not as it seems. Why is this such a specific message? But I feel like somebody could have a certain item where there could be like some sort of energy attached to it. I know that sounds kind of like a really far-fetched type message, but there could be like an item in your home that you don't use. Now, this is super specific, but there's an item in your home that you don't use. It collects dust, or maybe like what you use it for isn't its original intended purpose. So like I'm seeing like you know, somebody using, now this is just an example, but I've done it before. So like back when my babies had like a changing table, like, you know, in their nursery, like we would put like clothes, like clean clothes on their changing table because we never used the changing table anyways. But it's just like, so we were using that to put the clean clothes on when we didn't feel like immediately folding and hanging everything up. So it's like that kind of message, but it's like certain things that you don't use, but you use it to like collect more clutter. Spirit's like, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. Because I feel like, you know, we're making room for, you know, better items, better purchases. Okay, somebody said I have to chime in now because I'm wondering if this is for me. You've been feeling it? The pack and play. Your son is 4. Spirit is like, donate, donate. Not even, you can donate, you can sell it, do something with it. Do something. Any other messages for my collective? Anything else that we need to know right now? You know, this has been coming through a lot. That's crazy. We're getting a repetitive message. So it's like I'm talking to somebody where it's just like you have been in resting mode or just less, you know, less energy, but that's okay. It's okay, because I feel like in your moments of resting and your moments of sleeping, I feel like this is like you, almost like with the 7 of Cups, is like shifting timelines or shifting realities, or, you know, getting closer to a new timeline, a new reality here. Let's see. Now, somebody's about to literally walk into a period of life where it's less stressful. You're less stressed. You're less pressured. There's less tension on you. So somebody watching this, like, you're about to walk into this peaceful era. So, wow. Dang. All right. There's definitely movement energy. I feel like if you're watching this and you are about to move, there's a lot of new, fresh energy and excitement that's coming in with that. But let's start this candle. Okay. Let's start this candle. We got Judgment. Ooh. Conceiving a beautiful baby. Look at that. A baby, a new life, something. All right. Look at the back of the deck energy here. We got money. Money. I am tapped into the universal supply of money. The angels ask you to cut back on your spending and get the most out of your money in line with things that are most important to you. I don't think I read that right. Hold on. Let's see. So he said the angels ask you to cut back on your spending and get the most of your money in line with things that are most important to you. Angel number 8888 is a message to learn to manage your money better, as it can help you become financially secure and provide a safety net for any unpredictable situation. Gold is significant. Ooh. So somebody, this could be like confirmation, like golden or bronzy, like clothes, colors. I don't know, maybe like wearing it could help you like attract like the vibration of 888. I love the gold, the yellow, the gold. Somebody could be changing their hair, like golden highlights or something like that. Something really pretty. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, that could be confirmation for somebody. Somebody's about to be bringing in money by following some sort of passion. The universe is always guiding me towards my passions. Okay. The angels ask you to act and follow what you believe in with all of your heart. You have come to this earth to fulfill a mission, unleash your full potential, and engage in activities that bring pleasure. Period. I'm keeping these out. All right, so let's start this candle. So I'm going to just start by cleansing. Let me actually see what I did with the Palo Santo. All right. Yeah, so the candle's not even lit yet. So you can definitely still join in. I have some people that join when they first see the community post, and then some people that wait until during the live. And then I have some people that join the candle after the live is done and uploaded to the channel. So I always tell people, like, if you're seeing the playback video and it's like super fresh, like the first 3 days you're still good to join. My candles are slow burns, so they normally take a little bit longer than 7 days to fully burn. I don't mind it. Divine timing. But after the first 3 days, I would just wait for the next one, to be honest with you. So, all right, I'm cleansing and clearing, cleansing and removing any and all negative energies, vibrations, previous set intentions. Okay, let's see. I feel like this energy is a roller coaster. Last candle was powerful. I'm a Libra moon, love the energy, excited for more blessings. Much love always. Savannah, beautiful. My candles burn fast. I hope it's not a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing at all. Not a bad thing at all. Some of my candles burn fast, others burn slow. I always pay attention to that. I always pay attention to that. And I also pay attention to like the soot levels, like if it gets like a bunch of black or no black at all. Even like the details like that the herbs leave behind on the clear glass. I look at all that. Like, I can tell when a candle has, like, worked through a lot of, like, blockages and heavy energy, when that joint is, like, super, like, foggy, but then it gets clear towards the end. But if it's, like, black and foggy all the way down, definitely redo it. Now, there was one collective candle that I did in the past, but it was a releasing, cleansing candle. That joint, I mean, it's a collective candle, so there was a lot of people's energy attached to it, so that wasn't surprising for it to be black all the way down. But I was like, damn, sheesh. And, you know, if you do these candles personally at home, I always recommend, like, after you cleanse the candle, cleanse it, and always specifically say, I'm removing any previous set intentions from other people that handled, there we go, handled, carried the candle, whoop-de-wop-de blam. Okay. But after that, like if you're doing this on yourself, you would want to take this candle and sweep your whole body with it. So like, for example, like, you know, just like get your whole essence all over the candle, head to toe to feet. Especially like for the cleansing Olympia candles and stuff like that. Like those are heavy hitters. I feel like if you have, look, because I feel like somebody in the chat needs to hear this. Even if you have like a candle like this, you know, because I keep these in my house at all times, just in case the power goes out, you know, tea lights, but these candles too, you know, you can get them. Even with a candle like this, a white candle, super perfect. I would say somebody needs to hear this. You need to take a white candle, cleanse it with, you know, incense or Palo Santo or Florida water or whatever, and then and sweep your whole body with it. And as you're like rubbing it over your whole body, head to toe everywhere, you're saying a prayer. This candle is cleansing and removing this, or this candle is picking up, cleansing and absorbing any and all negative energy, witchcraft, hexes, jinxes, curses, binds, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Okay, or whatever you resonate with, in the name of the Most High, you know, whoever you resonate with, you can call in your guardian angels, but you want to sweep your whole body as if like with the egg cleanse, like Olympia with the egg, but use it with the candle. And when I'm telling you your whole body, get your butt, your pussy, your peck, okay, your hair, the back of your neck, you guys, the back of your neck, get the back of your neck. That's so serious. Your feet, the bottoms of your feet, any witchcraft that you have walked through, traps, tricks that you have walked through, all that bullshit. Okay? And then after you sweep your whole body with it, say a final prayer. You could read like, you know, Psalms, or if you're into that, it's up to you. Then you would want to like put a plate down or whatever, and then just, you know, set it up. Put your final intentions as this candle burns. Any and all negative energy, brujeria, evil eye, gossip, slander, jinxes, hexes, curses, binds, roots, anything that was on me This candle is transmuting it, releasing it, combusting it. Bitch, be gone. Get the fuck out. Now. You need to leave. Okay. But I would like this, and I would immediately after get into a spiritual bath. You know, make sure your bathroom is clean. That's important too. Don't take no spiritual bath in a dirty bathroom. Okay. That's really important. I mean, I would hope that, listen, this is just my Venus and Virgo. I would hope that somebody wouldn't sit into that damn bathtub and just be in a space of filth. That is nasty. And you can't even focus on relaxing. Oh, Lord. But I feel like I'm a little bit OCD. Like, I just can't. I can't sit and relax in a bath and I'm looking at towels on the floor, you know, stuff. Like, we can't, we can't cut the show. We're done. But no, somebody needed to hear that. You know, do a nice little cleansing limpia with a white candle, any color candle, and light this and soak in the tub, spiritual bath. Even if your only ingredients is salt, baby, then put the salt up in there. Do you do this even if you're doing a manifestation candle? Cleansing should always be your first. Your first thing before any other work you want to cleanse. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. The other day, you can even, you know, cleanse your energy. I took a bath and I put a cup and a half of apple cider vinegar in the joint, okay? You know, soaking in apple cider vinegar, it has health benefits. It's really good for you. It's a good detox bath. Okay, so look into that. But on a spiritual, metaphysical level, apple cider vinegar is really good at breaking down any sort of weird energy that you may have on you. So, you know, spiritual baths don't have to be super drawn out. It's just the intention of when you add whatever you're adding into it. Like, yeah, let this apple cider vinegar, of course, nourish my body on a health holistic tip, but also let this pick up any weird energy that's been causing me to feel off, okay? So, yeah, spiritual cleanse, that's super important. So I just felt the need to say that. So, because sometimes when you're feeling off, is it really you feeling off, or is that just a result of weird energy that you either picked up, you know, unknowingly, stores, being in public? Oh my gosh. I went to Target the other day. Mind you, I'm a homebody. I'm always in the house. I went inside of Target the other day and I just couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I'm so sensitive to other people's energies. It's crazy. Okay. But let's get into this candle. So we cleansed it. Y'all, I go off on little tidbits. What should we do with the candle after the cleansing? So if it's like a candle like what I just showed you, let the wax all melt down, and I would take the wax and dispose it in nature. You can either bury it. I would bury it away from your home though. Like, honestly, like I would go somewhere like in nature and dispose of the wax. But if you're using like a glass 7-day candle and you're using it to like sweep your body and cleanse, immediately after the candle is burned, put the candle in a bag and dispose of the candle far away from your house. So don't dump this in your trash inside of your house. You want to immediately take this out of your house and you want to dispose of it elsewhere, far away from your home. Like when you're doing like work like this, so this would be work to call something in to bring you stuff. This is like excuse my kids, they're playing in literally outside my film room door. You know, they want to be close to their mama. So, and you know me, I'm a helicopter mom. I got to hear everything that's going on. I'm a helicopter out this bitch. Like, I cannot. I need to know. Okay. Because my baby boys, they like to fight over toys. And I always got to say, stop. Stop fighting. Dang, a Scorpio and an Aries. Not Aries, Aquarius, excuse me. Scorpio and Aquarius. Little boys. Yeah. All right. But yeah, with stuff like this is attracting. We're bringing in good things. So, I mean, if you want to dispose of this, like, You could dispose of this. Like, you don't have to immediately like dump it far away from your house, because this isn't absorbing negative energies. This is more so opening up the roads. So, but when you're doing like heavy cleansing work, immediately get it out of your space. So find a little cleanse. Once again, cleansing and removing any and all negative energies, vibrations, previous set intentions. Okay. And I'm also smudging myself behind the camera. Getting this crown right. This crown chakra. All right. So now this is a pre-dress candle, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all this stuff out the way so I can add my stuff in there, and then I'm going to put this back on at the very end. It looks like this is, so there's glitter for prosperity. There are like seeds that represent abundance. This looks like a little ladybug type. I don't know what this red and black thing is right here, but kind of reminds me of a ladybug. So good fortune. Nettabug. That was my childhood nickname. Nettabug. And it kind of stuck. My 5th grade teacher used to call me Show. And I literally never liked that. Show. I was like, what? Show is crazy. All right, so this is what she's looking like. I just want to empty her out so I can add my own little 1, 2. You know, we got to add our 1, 2. These nails are giving bubblegum paint. All right, so now I'm going to poke my holes in the candle. What number are you guys feeling? I'll let you guys decide. I already have a number that popped into my head, but I don't want to say it too soon. Miriam, what number are you guys feeling? 8. Period. Dang, 8 is a powerful number today. 17. Okay. 7. Just blew out my bubble gum. All right, let's go with 8. I'm seeing a lot of 8. 8 is Big Daddy. That's that Saturn energy. Life's better on Saturn. I can't break this pattern. I always say. Shout out to SZA. That was a really good song. You guys ever heard that? It's called Saturn by SZA. It's kind of old now. So we got 3. I won't let you guys see me. 4. I gotta be careful. I don't want to fully mess it up. 4. 5. Hold on, let me get closer. 6. Ooh. 7. 8. And there's perfect. Okay. Perfect amount. I had to do it up close to my face, but we got 8 holes in there. I'll let y'all see. Hold on. Bear with me, you guys. This setup is different today. Again, technical difficulties. My little light, I need to get a new cord for it. It did not want to come on. I had to like wiggle the cord. Life's better on Saturn. I can't break this pattern. I always say. So the holes is for the herbs and the oils that I add to the candle. It's for them to like go down deep in there. And then also I like to incorporate numerology with my candles, because everything is intention. You know, everything has a purpose. So the number 8 is associated with abundance. We have 888. Okay. So 888 is a message to learn to manage your money better, as it can help you become financially secure and provide a safety net. And 8 is also connected with Saturn energy. It's a power number. So for the roads that we're opening, it's the roads that are helping us get in alignment with our power, our purpose, all that. All right, so we have our holes. Let me get my little skewer again. This candle smells really good too. I always say. Like, it smells extremely good, actually. All right, so my special ingredient for today, My special ingredient is exactly what I need. I'm going to start with it first. Actually, no, I'm going to start with the base around the candle. Let's do our salt for protection. Can't forget that. So I'll just take salt, and I like to go around the base, and I fix it up at the end. But I like to do a base around my candle of salt for protection, protecting this candle as it burns from any evil eye, negative energies, entities. Hold on. So I like to do a nice little pretty ring, even though this is kind of fat. This is kind of a fat ring of salt, but maybe we need a lot of protection at this time. I feel like the amount of herbs, it's always for a reason. So protection around the roads that are already open for us. Protection around the roads that we're currently opening. Okay. And I'm going to go in with pepper because that white looks a little bit crazy. Okay. We need some balance. The duality. So I do the peppercorn. This is more like fiery walls of protection from any evil eye, negative energy, wandering spirits, okay, monitoring spirits. A fiery wall of protection around this candle as it burns, around our manifestations, a fiery wall of protection around our money, around our careers, fiery wall of protection around our home, our living situation, our family, our children, our pets. Fiery wall of protection, any and all negative energies, spirits, entities, we rebuke, okay? So, peppercorn, black peppercorn, that's always my base. It's rough out here for Saturn and Aries. Yeah, this energy is intense. I feel like with Saturn and Aries, I don't know, because Aries definitely makes me think of like the war, the planet of war, Mars. So I feel like there's something about like, not to be that person, but like police brutality. I don't know why that's just popping up in my mind when I think of the Saturn and Aries transit that we're in. Like police brutality, or just like when it comes to like the law and even like the military, I feel like some shit's about to go down. That's just like an intuitive viewpoint that I pick up on. And like even like astrologically, like I just feel like something is I feel like something is brewing with that. I try to stay far away from the feds. I don't, no shade, like, you know, for the good ones, the nice ones that, you know, actually are doing it to protect people. But it just sucks because like when you have like a bunch of bad apples in the bunch, it puts a nasty taste in everybody else's mouth. So it's just like, you know, like the police and like the people that actually care about like all people and want to protect all people, they get a bad rep. But it's just like there's so many disgusting, cruel pigs of officers. It's sickening. It's like we're supposed to trust you. You're supposed to protect us. You're trying to hurt us. The war. Yes. Okay. Merrily we fall out of line, out of line. I'll go anywhere with you, I'm by your side. All right. So we've got our salt. No, you're not late. We're still dressing the candle. Yeah, somebody said I'm so scared of the world right now. Oh yeah, that's a good tip. I am a firm believer of what Angelica said. I do not ever blow out my candles. I always put something on the top to put them out. I don't know what that song is called. Y'all drop the song name. Drop the song name in the chat. I don't even know if I sung the right lyrics. I just heard it a while ago. We're watching a movie and the end is not for everyone. Ooh, that's kind of scary. All right, so we have our salt and pepper. He is we, I wouldn't mind. Don't know what you're talking about, babes. All right. Anybody that speaks Spanish in the chat, let me know. What is this? Is this like, I know it's like the Ojo is like bad energy, right? Can somebody translate? Oh, the name of the song. He is we, I wouldn't mind. Oh my God, Rhina, I'm so sorry. I was like, what are you talking about? Can somebody translate? I'll go anywhere. All right. Control or against evil eye. Against the evil eye. I want to kind of put that on as a base. Just pheromones. Your pheromones. It's against evil eyes. Just because since we're focusing on opening our roads, we want any evil eyes, negative energies not to affect the roads that's opening up for us. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this. I like to put crosses. I'm a cross kind of girl. I feel like there's like spiritual, sorry, my hand's in the way. Spiritual symbolism with the cross. You could think of the 4 directions with the cross. I know a lot of people associate the cross with Christianity. All right. I think of the 4 directions. All right. So just to protect, I just sent that. Okay, Cash App. Okay. So releasing evil eye, not letting the evil eye affect our roads being opened. I'm going to go with the heavy hitters. The base, because for me, my energy's been low. So I'm going to start with turmeric because for me with the spell work, the turmeric is really good at gently, but still aggressively, but gently. So it's not super aggressive, but it gets things done. Like it moves things. Like, so when we think of using this like holistically, turmeric is good for anti-inflammatory properties. So like if you're in pain, turmeric can help with your pain levels. Turmeric can help to, again, reduce inflammation in the body. And when there's inflammation, there is dis-ease in the body. So turmeric and spell work, it breaks down the blockages. So think of turmeric as something that in spell work, it just removes the funk. So like turmeric is good for mucus as well in the body. So with the spell work, I'm just using the turmeric, connecting with the spirit of turmeric to remove anything and everything that's hindering our roads from being open, just to purge, help us work through and purge out the stress, help us work through and purge out tension, pressure. Look at that. Oh, I did a lot of turmeric. Oh, Lord. All right. And so when you're doing spell work, a little, tutorial tip, we call upon the spirit of the herb. So, everything has a spirit. The crystals, amethyst here has a spirit. Rose quartz has a spirit. I got a spirit, okay? Even a card, the spirit, the energy of a card. So for you to pull this card, you have to be in alignment with the energy of this card. So that's how the card readings work. It's just like when you tune into somebody's energy, their energy, what comes out in the cards, it gets reflected. So back to the spirits of the herb. So we call upon the spirit of the turmeric to help us purge out the funk, to purge out the stagnancy, to purge out the blockages that's blocking our roads from being open. Now this special ingredient, that's why I'm using it as the base with the turmeric. Ginger, this is going to help us with our energy. I thought about this heavy. I didn't want to go in with the coffee because I feel like sometimes the coffee, it's cool, it's quick, but burnout. You can get burnt out after you drink your coffee. So same thing with spell work. It will bring it to you quickly, but I feel like it could die out just as quickly. So ginger, this herb is, again, it's really good for inflammation. It's good to help with a lot of different things that you could be dealing with, you know, holistically with your health. So for spell work, ginger helps you tap into your power, your stamina, your energy. You know, this does, again, it's really heavy on releasing negativity, blockages, sickness, illness, but also energy. When we think of ginger, we think of energy, stamina, like hyping us up. You know, ginger brings blood flow. So the spirit of the ginger spirit, connect us with the spirit of the ginger. As this candle burns, fill us up with the energy, the strength, the motivation to show up and show out every single day. We are beating the spirit of lack. We are beating the spirit of laziness, because that's what Saturn and Aries, like just what I've been experiencing from this transit. Again, like in the beginning of all this Aries stellium energy, I was like, go, go, go. Like, ooh, we're doing it. We're doing it. But then once you keep, like, you're doing it for so long, you get tired. And so, you know, with Saturn and Aries, we got to watch out for burnout. So that's why I really want to focus this candle on helping us not fall victim to burnout, like crazy burnout. Like we got to reverse that. So, because I was already falling into a little slump, and I'm like, we got to get up out of it. We got to get up out of it. Okay. We got stuff to do. Energy in motion stays in motion. So that's the base of the spell. I'm going to separate, you know, put everything in the holes. But first I'm just tuning in, tracking. I don't really want to overdo it. This is a pre-dressed candle, but I wanted to put the base to really focus on our energy, removing blockages, help us tap into our endurance, our stamina, because as these roads open, listen, horses don't stop. They keep going, you know. So, and you know what? Aries season is almost over though, you know, because that's the thing about it. I'm just pushing everything in the holes. But Aries season is literally almost over. Once the sun moves its jiggly, fat, juicy ass in the sign of Taurus, we should feel more chill, more cool, calm, and collected. So that's something that we have to look forward to in a couple of days. Shout out to the Tauruses in the chat. Yes, I've never done a collective health candle, but we can do that. Listen, once the sun moves its big, fat, jiggly, juicy ass in the sign of Taurus, I feel like we're definitely going to be feeling more level-headed. Okay. But, all right. So now we're going to do pumpkin spice. Sorry for the tripod. Pumpkin spice, because, you know, cinnamon, pumpkin, nutmeg, these are all abundance attracting herbs. So when it comes to career matters, money matters, when it comes to business matters, when it comes to home, living situation, legal matters, court matters, anything that has to do with documents, documentation, it's all working out in our favor. Abundance of good news, abundance of approval, abundance of acceptance, abundance of money. Everything is taken care of. Holy Spirit, let this candle open up the roads. Okay. I'm just tracking and tuning in what else we're going to use. I think the final breakthrough herb, this herb, spearmint. We're going to call upon the spirit of spearmint, just to think of this as like splashing cold water on your face, you know, or like you just were running a marathon and you finally get a cold bottle of water, and this spearmint is just like bringing you that rejuvenation. As this candle burns, spirit, help us get our spark back. Help us get back into the flow, alignment, irony, balance, restoration. I just heard restoration. All right, we don't want to go ham. Spirit's telling me don't go ham. So I got like these ingredients right here. I already knew. I was like, this lineup right here, especially these two, for the energy, the breakthrough, so we can keep going and keep up with everything. Absolutely. So I'm feeling, I will put a little bit of money oil. You know, I'm always using the money drawing oil just because it's a road opener. So like when the road's open for you, you obviously need money. You know, when the road's open and the opportunity's open, and you get to this, new environment, you're gonna need money to enjoy. And on top of that, we did pull the money card. So let's pull some sprinkle a little bit of money oil. Just a little bit. All right, and now I'm just pushing everything in there. How is everybody feeling? So, as I always ask you guys, what are you wanting this candle to do for you? Because it's like when we make these candles, when we dress these candles, we're putting the energy of our intentions into these candles. What are you wanting this candle to do for you? All right. That's actually pretty good. All right, so we got that in there. And speaking of that question, I have some star anise. That will be, is my chat still on? Restoration. Open it wide up for the monies. How many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Basically 8, but I'll get one more. All right. So the star anise, I always do this step because I feel like it's really potent. This part, hold on, wait. Let me make sure I got them all in my hand. So specifically what you want this candle to do for you. I'm going to be putting these all around the candle. So Kyra says, help clearing chakras to bring in joy and restore peace. Keep the comments coming. Hold on, let me adjust. Let's see, there we go. Clear the way towards ease, bring in money. Open up opportunities for me in my career and personal life for growth and stability. Ashe. Diminish stagnancy and help me accomplish goals. Ashe. Prosperity. Oh, my hand's heating up. All right. So as I always say, send the energy. Send the energy. Show me new ways to make money. Give energy and clear fatigue. Holy Spirit, we pray. Increase discernment to real truth as this candle burns. Shout out to Mike Buckley. Open the roads to pay off my mortgage ASAP, period. Clear signs for business plans. Unlock full potential. Ashe, ashe. With the star anise, this herb and spell work is good for making a wish. It's kind of like they're the star, so it's like making a wish on a star. So open doors for job opportunities in my forensic career. Ashe. Abundant Breeze said, bring in the money, the munyan. Beautiful, peaceful home and excellent health, period. So, Ashe, look how pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. Holy Spirit, hear our prayers. As this candle burns, and even after this candle has finished burning, I pray that you hear our prayers and bring in miracles, bring in blessings, bring in reassurance, restoration, rejuvenation, passions. Okay, clear stagnant energy and help open the doors for relocating a home, getting chills. Open the roads for jobs that bring peace and evoke passion. Most importantly, pays wells. Remove evil eye. Oh, it's getting beautiful. It's getting beautiful. All right, let's sprinkle just a little bit of the vibration of love. I have a few rose petals here. Just some love. My little teensy weensy rose petals to bring in love, happiness, pleasure, enjoyment as our roads open. Cheers to living a life that we love. Cheers to creating and living a life that we love, that we enjoy. All right, since I did see abundance of the universe so I can experience the overflow of love, wealth, and pure bliss. We're going to add some basil. The spirit of basil here. Let me sprinkle some in my hands. Basil is really good for a lot. You know what? I'll tell you guys. Just some tips. You see how I always have the Good and Gather, the little inexpensive bottles of herbs? This bottle of herbs here is probably like $1 and some change. You can get, the off-brand ones for your spell work. That's up to you. But like little stuff like this, keeping basil. I mean, I keep all this upstairs because I don't use these for cooking. This is specifically my basket with all my spiritual supplies. But you could take some basil and you could put some in your hand, because again, basil is really good for attracting money, financial blessings. It's also for good luck, good health, positive energy. Basil is really good. But you can make like a little hand wash. So what I would do is I would take this in my hands and I go to the restroom, take my water and just wash my hands with this. And as I'm washing my hands with this, you could add some cinnamon in there too. Just pray, Spirit, please, okay, open the roads for my financial abundance. I need the X amount of money by XYZ, whenever. Hand wash, make a little hand wash with it. But just a little tip. Spirit's calling me to say a lot of tips today. The tip about the cleansing little Olympia candle, that somebody needed to hear that, okay? But the basil, the hand, all that, I know a lot of people talk about blowing cinnamon into your front door on the first of the month. Add some basil in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, spice it up. Throw some basil over your motherfucking shoulder. I'm about to watch. Okay? Basil's over my shoulder. Okay? Like, basil. But, basil is also good for health and prosperity and happiness. But basil is really good for money. So, I'm going to sprinkle some of that. Because, look, I didn't even purposely pull this card out. This was just the back of the deck energy. It's giving goddess. I love this card. I actually like that the author of this, or whoever made this, I feel like this was low-key. I don't want to just say AI. I'm seeing a lot of decks being made now with AI. I don't know if this is AI, but I do like how whoever made this deck, there's representation of different races. So I always like to see different representation with the races. They got the little kid in there. But yeah, I think this is AI. Okay, like I do. I feel like you can't escape AI nowadays. It's everywhere. Look, I was testing around with with some stuff with my thumbnails. I had made a thumbnail, okay, just messing around. A few people clocked me in the comments. I was like, you're right. I shouldn't even did it. I should have did it. Look, I was just seeing something, y'all. I was just experimenting. The AI. Somebody said, what is this thumbnail? But I get it. I was just testing something out. Okay. I was just seeing something. All right. So cinnamon. Look, cinnamon. I would even put a stick of cinnamon in your wallet. Keep it in your car. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon for abundance, prosperity, vitality, energy. Cinnamon. You liked them? I didn't mind it, but I think that I'm going to continue to do my original regular thumbnails, just because if it's not broken, don't fix it. Yeah, because it's like I already knew that though. Like I low-key didn't really want to like switch over my thumbnails to just fully AI, because I feel like that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't, that's just not my vibe, but so it's like I already knew. So I wasn't surprised that some of my subscribers, clocked me on it. But that's the thing. I fuck with it. Because I fuck with it. Like if you put me in my place, yes. Let us, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of thing. Like I like that. Like I like that people are like, Shonnetta, you're better than this. You know what I'm saying? Like when they said that, I was just like, damn. They said not Shonnetta polluting the planet. I was just trying something out. All right. Okay. Yeah, the AI gonna make your video look like, and that's exactly why I was just like, I don't, but look how pretty. Look how pretty our little circle is. Look how pretty. All right, so what I'm taking my little handy dandy spiritual tweezers. They're burnt. That's why they look black. And I'm just picking up the little shells, the stuff that was in the candle already. The glitter for abundance, the little ladybugs, the seeds representing abundance. The seeds representing abundance. The seeds representing abundance. Hold on, you guys. I'm just pushing everything away from the wick. Give me 1 second. I'm pushing everything away from the wick. I wish there was a better way to show it on the camera, but with the way this tripod is set up, I feel like with a lot of like technical difficulties and, you know, delays with certain things, that's how like, when people be saying the enemy, it kind of sounds funny, but it's not necessarily like, oh, there's somebody coming after me that's gonna get me. I'm more so, when I be talking about the enemy, it's just more so like, you know, just like negative energies or spirits that just would rather see you like not, what's the word for it? Persevere through like stressful situations. Like there's certain like negative spirits that could thrive off of seeing somebody get frustrated and just give up. They're like, haha, that's exactly what she wanted. That's exactly what we wanted, for her to give up. You know, she's not posting this video. She's not doing her purpose because she's so stressed out. So it's just like in those moments, I'm just like, nope, we gotta persevere through these technical difficulties. I gotta buy a new cord that goes with my lighting, and that's also something that's been coming through too. It's like when you finally allow yourself to get rid of broken stuff, that's a road opener in itself too. Because you know, it's bad feng shui to hold on to broken items. It's bad feng shui to keep clothing with holes in it. Yeah, or people that's affecting us negatively or sending us evil energy. And that's why it's kind of frustrating. It's frustrating when you make enemies, like in real life. Like, for example, like, you know, when you just make somebody not like you. So, like, what I could use as an example, I gained a new one. If you were in my live stream the last time when I spoke about me cutting off my family and my oldest sister being just disrespectful, and I cussed her out real bad, and I told her about herself, and, you know, I told no lie, but I guarantee you she sends me evil eye every chance she thinks of me. I know the thought of me makes her so mad, but guess what? I don't care because I didn't start it. But it, you know, after it's said and done, I'm just like, dang, now I got another person sending me negative energy. Dang, you know, that's the only annoying part. But you can't control people just being weird. Like, people are gonna be weird. You know, because then you got to think about, like, now this person doesn't like you, and now everybody that they talk to, they're gonna only hear it from their side of the story. And, you know, so it's just annoying because it's like perpetuating energy. But that's why when people send you negative energy, it's important to transmute it and turn it into more money, better looks, longer hair. You know, transmute it. Because I think, excuse me, I'm blowing the little Palo Santo. I think that the most interesting part about, or what I like about being a real individual, look, is the people that I fell out with them because they wasn't keeping it 100, and they got called out for it. You know, so however they want to tell the story and finesse the story, people are gonna be like, well, why'd she do that? Why'd she cuss you out like that? Well, what happened? That just doesn't make sense. Tell the full story. Tell it. Okay? But a lot of people, they don't want to tell the full story. They try to leave out the most important part. Transmute. All right, let's see. All right. So we got her pretty set up. Look, she is fully dressed. Like, she's dressed. She's ready to go. I guess since we talked about that topic, let's just pray over this candle. Just focus on, you know, any potential outside negative energy that could be directed at all of us participating in this candle. Let this candle act as a transmutation ward as well. Ooh, that's powerful. Let this candle, Holy Spirit, let this candle act as a transmutation ward. Every negative energy that's directed at myself and everybody included in this candle, everybody that will be participating in the candle, everybody that will be on the petition spirit, let this candle transmute any and all negative energy, evil eye, gossip, slander, jinxes, hexes, curses, binds, witchcraft of any sort. Let this candle transmute all of that energy and bring us all more money, more happiness, more laughter, more love, more beauty, more success, more opportunities. High vibrational energy, Spirit. Holy Spirit, I pray over this candle. Holy Spirit, I pray over the next 7 days and even after this candle has completed burning. I pray that this candle helps open up the roads for all of us when it comes to legal matters, health matters, relationships, friendships, love, money, career, new opportunities, new locations, new homes, new vehicles. Holy Spirit, I pray. Ashe. Spirit, I pray that you please show us how good it can get over the next 7 days and even after this candle has completed burning. Show us clear signs, synchronicities that this magic is working. Holy Spirit, I pray that this candle helps fill us up with energy, strength, and stamina to push through and pull through the spirit of procrastination, the spirit of laziness, the spirit of lack, the spirit of depression. We rebuke, we transmute, and we turn all of that energy into energy, strength, stamina, power, motivation. We are bigger than any challenge. We are bigger than any obstacle. Oh, it's starting, you guys. Oh, it's starting. I'm getting in the flow of being a prayer warrior. Hold on. My eyes are closed and everything. Let's light this candle. You guys ready? Let's light this candle and speak life over this candle. Oh, it's starting. So if I'm missing the chat, if you're talking, hold on 1 second because my eyes are closed, baby. We are right now. I'm just pushing all of the herbs and everything away. I'm going to bend. I'm going to fold the wick. 1 moment. No weapons armed against me shall prosper. All right. And it's so crazy. I kid you not, that song always pops into my head when I'm doing spell work. Like, I feel like that's definitely spirit. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. Holy Spirit, I light this candle for myself, for the collective, for everybody that's participating. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So mote it be, it is done. Let's pray over this bad boy. Let me get on my knees. Because right now, my butt, look at that candle. My butt is on the floor. So let me get on my knees so I can babysit this candle and look over top of it. Yeah, that candle is, wow. Look at that flame, y'all. No weapons armed against me. All right. You hear my son? He's in the hallway just knocking. Okay. This flame is actually really intense. Wow. Can you guys see that? It won't work. Whoa. This candle is intense. I'm trying to make you see the whole thing. Look at that. Ashe, ashe. So let's get into it. Not as big, jiggly, juicy ass. All right. Holy Spirit, I pray. Holy Spirit, I pray. Over the next 7 days and even after this candle has completed, I pray that you show us all in the collective participating in this candle, show us all how good it can get. I pray that you continue to open up all of the roads, all of the avenues, all of the doorways that we are needed to be. We need to be there, okay? It's a part of our destiny. It's a part of our life path, our life mission. All doors that are needed to be open, I pray that this candle helps open the doors, the roads, the path. All legal matters are released. They are cleared. All money matters are clear. Let's see. I'm looking at that flame right now. Holy Spirit, I pray over the next 7 days, and even after this candle has burned, I pray that you please bring us clarity, bring us a peace of mind, fill us up with the strength, the stamina to pull through difficult times, trying times, challenges, blockages. Anytime that we feel like we cannot do it, Spirit, please remind us, show us clear synchronicities, clear messages that we are able, we are more than able, we are capable of overcoming the most biggest difficult challenges. Amen. Holy Spirit, I pray that you open up the roads when it comes to our true, genuine love and happiness and bliss. Help us remain vibrating at a high frequency despite outside influences. Holy Spirit, once again, I pray that this candle acts as a transmutation ward when it comes to anybody and anything directing negative energies at us. Well, I can't even talk. Ooh. Hold on, wait. Ooh. Okay. I pray that this candle acts as a transmutation ward, okay, when it comes to anybody and anything directing negative energies, negative vibrations, gossip, slander, jinxes, hexes, curses, binds. This candle is transmuting all of that energy and turning it into more love, more happiness, more motivation, more blessings, more abundance, more beauty, more love, again, more luck. For all of us participating in this candle, ashe, ashe, ashe. Any and all negative energy is transmuted and turned into growth, money, power, success. Okay, this candle is giving you can't get rid of us. You can't. Okay, the challenge, the obstacle may be big, but we are much more mighty. Okay, we have the power inside of us and the strength inside of our heart to overcome. Oh my goodness. I need that motive be. Look at this flame, you guys. Wow. This flame is huge. Spirit, talk to us. What else? Tell us about this candle, Spirit. Look, let's ask. Tell us about this candle, Spirit. Tell us about this candle, Spirit. Look. Dang. They brought out the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. There's the energy of releasing the spirit of lack, releasing the spirit of fear, releasing the spirit of depression, releasing the spirit of sickness. And the 7 of Swords is lies, deceit. Dang, back of the deck. Oh my God, that's crazy. Back of the deck is a High Priestess to the Hermit. I feel like Spirit's speaking about this candle, helping us tap more into our inner knowing, connecting more with our higher self, connecting more with our intuition, connecting more with Spirit, the Most High. To have discernment, to discern, and basically there's a message about the trickery, the foolishness, the weird energy. I feel like we're gonna be hip to it. There's a sense of already knowing. I feel like Spirit's also giving a message about trusting your intuition. It's like if you feel like something is going on, it's very likely that yes, something is going on. Dang, this candle is intense. This candle is so lit. This is Aries energy, you guys. Aries. Even though, I mean, the sun is in Aries still, beautiful. The new moon in Aries was yesterday. Okay, but we're still connecting with the energy. I always tell people the new moon and the full moon energy is present 3 days before, the day of, and 3 days after. So we're still tapping into it. But I guess the planetary hours, so we did this spell on a Saturday, so ruled by Saturn, 8 energy, power, discipline, structure, consistency, hard work, power though. Okay, Saturn is not all bad. That's why I got it tatted on me. Look, power. Okay, when you, especially if you're somebody, you have heavy Saturn placements. So like, it's not going away. The influence of Saturn in my life, it's not going anywhere. So I might as well, work with it. Okay. But the beauty of having Saturn placements is it's not as difficult to tap into discipline, structure. It might be frustrating because just like this again, like I just want to have fun. I just want to let my titties hang. Like sometimes you want to let the titties hang. But Saturn's like, put a damn bra on. The fuck is you doing? Like that's the best way that I could describe it. Like being somebody that has Saturn in my big 3. Like, it's just like, but I want to let my titties hang. Instead of just like, no, like, put some clothes on, be decent. Okay? Be decent, ho. I'm sorry, it just came in my mind, you know? Okay. And then there, but that's I guess it's an analogy because you have some people that are big chested and it's kind of mandatory since they hit puberty. Like if you don't wear a bra, bitch, everybody's gonna clock your T. So you kind of have no choice. Unless you're like super free spirited and like you don't care about like people obviously like just tuning directly like from your face to your titties, like, oh damn, she's got big fat titties. But then you have other people that aren't, their titties like is not as large, so it's just like they can get away with not wearing a bra because it's not that obvious. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Jupiter ruled is so free spirited. Yeah, and I actually think that we're about to shift into the planetary hour of Jupiter. I do. Yeah. Low key, like just being honest, I've always like looked at the women that have like the smaller boobies. I'm just like, that is low key like exciting because it's just like if you really wanted to, like you really don't need to wear a bra, you know? It's giving girl talk at this point. It's giving girl talk. Okay, but back to the candle. Anything else that we need to know, Spirit? Tell us about this candle. I love that message that came through about the transmutation. The transmutation. Anything else that we need to focus on speaking into this candle? So it's like releasing the spirit of lack, releasing scarcity, releasing fears. You know, I always tell people with this Four of Pentacles, it's like he's clutching on to these pentacles as if he doesn't know when the next time he's going to get these pentacles. So, you know, a little money magic tip for you guys. Every time you spend money, listen, and the moon's in Taurus, so we're going to talk about it. 9 of Pentacles. Every single time you spend money, you have to pay a bill. Instead of saying, I'm so irritated, I have to pay this bill, which I get it. I get it. My alarm just went off. Spirit said we're talking. Look, start saying, I'm so happy and grateful I have the money to pay the bill. I am so happy and grateful I have the finances to pay this bill. Even if you're not too late, even if you don't fully have the money to pay the bill, in that present moment, say, I am so happy and grateful that I have the money to pay this bill. Speak it into existence. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Wishful thinking. Because it's like with this 7 of Cups, it's like emotions and feelings. So like when you feel an emotion, how would you feel like knowing that, you know, your bills are paid? You would feel relaxed. You'd feel calm. So this is like a little manifestation tip that I do. I got turmeric on my nails. I got turmeric. Look, got a little bit of turmeric. It's okay. It's okay. I want to put turmeric on my pineal gland. I haven't done that in a while. Putting turmeric, like making a little powder with mixing turmeric and water, and then just putting that on your pineal gland. It's good for decalcifying the pineal gland. I haven't done that in a minute. So, I mean, it's really powerful. Turmeric is a beast. I don't know, maybe maybe there's even somebody in the chat. The way that I was like, we need to use these herbs today for this spell work, but even like on a holistic level, somebody watching this, you should start drinking ginger tea every day. If you can find the mix of ginger and turmeric, because I have a box of that downstairs. Somebody watching this, Spirit's like, this is your holistic remedy, ginger and turmeric. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody that has like chronic pain, chronic fatigue. I feel like I'm talking to somebody that has like something where like their body is constantly inflamed. Even like TMJ, like I'm picking up on somebody that could have like TMJ, lockjaw, like pain, somebody that's constantly in pain. Spirit is really wanting you to connect with turmeric and ginger. Turmeric and ginger. And even if you just go to your supermarket and just go in the tea aisle and get you a ginger tea, but a lot of times they'll have them together. So I'm telling you. And then somebody also, it needs to start connecting more with cinnamon tea. Cinnamon. Chronic pain. I've been drinking at nighttime. I've been loving the yogi, cinnamon, horchata, stress, and sleep tea. Horchata. Did I say that right? Get me right, y'all. Get me right. And you know what? As Spirit is giving this big fat message, you know, Taurus season is right around the corner. And I feel like every year during Taurus season, we always get spammed with messages about your health is your wealth. Take care of your health. And then I did say the message earlier about the apple cider vinegar, the 1.5 cups in your bath water. That's a powerful spiritual cleanse, but it also has holistic healing properties for your body. Like if you have eczema, it's good for your yoni. It's good for your skin. And I know that, have you guys heard of the bentonite clay with the apple cider vinegar in the bath, the detox baths? I've given my children, my 2 boys, a bentonite clay. I don't put vinegar in their bath though. I do the bentonite clay with the Epsom salt in their bath water. I don't do it every time. It's, you know, just when I feel like, okay, it's time for them to do a little metal detox. And it really does, like you see improvements because the bentonite clay and the water, do your research on this and make sure that, you know, you do your research, okay? Okay. But the bentonite clay and the bath water with the Epsom salt, it pulls out the heavy metals. So you can even do this for yourself. But for children, when children have high levels of heavy metals in their body from like the foods and whatever else, it causes behavioral issues, speech delays, stuff like that. So you can notice, this is from experience, a lot better behavior with your children, maybe even speaking better, speaking more clear, less fussy, less irritable. That's so real. That's from experience, y'all. So do your research, especially if you do have little children, because you'd be surprised with like the food and the chemicals in the food, high levels of metal and stuff like that. The bentonite clay. Y'all, I know all the remedies. Bentonite clay, always keep that in your cabinet. Let's talk about that. You can, I know, Target sells the bentonite clay. Walmart should sell it. Every store should sell it. Yeah, so the bentonite clay, you can use it as a face mask, armpit mask, okay, hair, scalp mask, put it in your bath water. It's so healing and it's so beneficial. It has so many different benefits. So you guys definitely look into that. But especially if you have little children and you feel like you just want to try out and just test and see if you'll notice a difference with their behavior, their speech, their attitudes, I'm guaranteeing that you'll see some differences, okay? But yeah, the bentonite clay. So I feel like maybe this is also like a message about, you know, health is wealth. How much do you put in your kids' bath? My kids have been challenging recently. So I eyeball it, but I would say, honestly, not too much. I would say maybe like half a cup. Half a cup. Start with half a cup. But I just sprinkle it in, but I don't do too much. Like I don't go heavy with it. And also I want to put this in there. When you give your kids the bentonite clay bath, no longer than 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, no longer than that. Make sure, you know, once the bath water drains out that you rinse them off real good, you know, but no more than 15 to 20 minutes in the detox bath because it's a detox bath, okay? But don't do that every single bath time. I would probably just start with like once a month. Just give it a try. Give it a try. Give it a try. But look it up. Look it up on TikTok, on YouTube. Like I said, TikTok. My fried ass attention span. Get him out of here. Get him banned. What in the absolute fuck? Not me referencing to look it up on TikTok as the first search engine. Get me out of here. And so for the parents out there, look, as we're talking about kids, we got the little sun. The sun. You found it. Yep. As we're talking about parents too, make sure it's not too late to join. Hey, boo. Okay, but for the parents out there, look into human design. Even for the people that don't have kids, look into your human design. Everybody write this down. Human design. Human design. But especially for the parents, it's important for you to know what your human design archetype is. I am a projector, okay? I'm a projector mom. So I want to just shout out to the other projector moms. We are not like other moms, okay? We're not like the regular moms. We're the tired all the time moms, okay? I'm a projector and I gave birth to a freaking generator. My oldest son is a generator. He's a manifesting generator. So, a projector mother with a manifesting generator child. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm going to upload this. And then my youngest son, he's a projector just like me. So, and I have so many synchronicities. So the manifestation video got deleted. It just randomly one day was just deleted from my YouTube account. I don't know what happened. It's really frustrating. That was like one of my mostly viewed videos too. And it just randomly got deleted. I don't understand. I don't know. Jimmy, welcome to Shonetta's Circle. We got a new member. I'll make a new one though. It was on scripting. I still know all the tea. Okay. Maybe it's time to just make a new one. But anyways, yeah, I am a projector. I gave birth to a manifesting generator child, and then I gave birth to a projector child. But the synchronicities with human design and astrology, like it all adds up because listen to this. Tell me why I'm a Capricorn moon projector. My son that's a Capricorn moon, my youngest, he's a projector just like me. So, and listen to this. My manifesting generator son is a Gemini moon, just like his father, and his father is a freaking manifesting generator, okay? So I'm just like, what? Look at the synchronicities, isn't it? Isn't it crazy? It's so crazy. Oh my gosh. I love synchronicities like that. I was doing a reading for an OG client, and we decided to look into birth charts. I was just like, what's this man's birth chart? We pulled into his birth chart, and his birth chart was basically just like backing up everything that the tarot was saying. Oh, bless him. Oh my gosh. No way. I love astrology real bad. I might add like a little service on my website, just like a little, because I'm not a full-on astrologer. I don't claim to be. I am not an astrologer. I know a thing or two about astrology, but I'm not an astrologer. If you are picking up what I'm putting down. So like, no way I'm an astrologer. No. But I do study astrology. And so when I do be looking into people's charts, it'd be accurate, but I don't want to claim the title of being an astrologer because I would need such more knowledge and wisdom to do that. But the times that I do look into people's birth charts, it's so fun. It is so fun. You're a generator. Yeah, I attract generators, it seems. I love the generator people. How do you know what you are? Where do we find out in the birth chart? So just look up human design. For you, I would recommend to just Go on Google and type in human design free calculator or something. But you just put in all of your information and it calculates it for you and it breaks it down. They have apps too that you can look into. Aw, we love you more. Shout out. Destiny's a projector. Yeah, being a projector is, Lord, I'd be tired. Like, I'd be so burnt. I'd be burnt. You're a projector. Dang. But the projector, look, not us being movie projectors in this bitch. Not us being a whole goddamn movie projector. But the problem with us projectors is when it comes to sleeping and resting, like, we really need to rest. Like, we really need to rest. Like, it's so important. Because for me personally, like, let me just call myself out. Let me just throw myself under the bus. Like, sometimes, like, once my kids go to sleep and it's me time, like, I'll doom scroll a little bit. And, like, that's not really rest for a projector because it's like I'm absorbing all of this information and that's not proper rest. And so, yeah. I don't know much about the other types. I need to look more into it. Generator just sounds like you got a lot of energy. Generator, just the name, it sounds like you got so much energy. You got so many ideas. You are the starter. You are the problem starter. Like, you are the initiator. Not the problem starter, the problem solver. That's what it seems like. You put a link in the chat. Okay. Chat. What do you know about reflectors? Not much, but just from the name, it would sound like the reflectors are people that reflect information back at you. So it's like the reflectors, they seem like they're the chameleons of the human design. So it's just like with the reflector, it's just like you can match people's energies. I feel like reflector makes me think of water, so I feel like the reflectors are super. Let me know if I'm in alignment with it, but it sounds like the reflectors are very intuitive, very emotional, chameleon-like, watery, like you, Seven of Cups. That's like the energy that I feel when it comes to the reflector. It's like you might attract people to you that are in need of seeing something within themselves. I don't know. Like, that's just the energy that I get. Generator just makes me think of like somebody bouncing in their seat and just like being on 10. At least that's how my son is. I love him. God, I love him. A Gemini moon. Generator. Help. Oh, I love him. But geez Louise. That's my baby though. That's my boy. I love that baby. Cut the show. Here I go. Look, that's how you know. Once I start talking about my babies. Okay, let's see. I'm like, if you treat me good, I treat you great. If you treat me, period. Period. A manifesting generator. I know that's right. So you're giving boss. You're giving boss and CEO here. Okay. Let's ask this. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. I was going to ask something. I want to connect with the chat. I'm incognito right now. Like, I'm behind the scenes. Y'all can't even see me. And I'm not putting my face in the camera right now. I got a bonnet on, y'all. I got a bonnet. This big jiggly bonnet. Anything else that you guys want to talk about besides human design? Like, let's shift the topic. Anything else? I'm trying to. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, what's everybody's plans for the rest of the day? It's Saturday. I'm excited to see this candle work its magic because I need the energy. We need it. We need it. Rain on me. I need that energy, babes. Bonnets are the unpaid actors, period. No, this bonnet is really cute, though. It's cute. But full transparency, I don't have a bra on right now. Like, I'm in PJs. I'm in a cute little cami. Like, it's definitely giving. Like, I'll get flagged for nudity in this bitch. The titties they're out, babes. I mean, not literally, y'all. I got a shirt on, but you know. If you know, you know. Okay, I'm taking my first driving lessons today. Oh, Jenna, you're gonna do great. The candle is lit. Let's get some cards to keep on the altar. So we're gonna keep money. Cause you know, and I just feel like this card is really beautiful. Let's see what we're feeling. What tarot cards come to mind when you think of the road opener? We have King of Pentacles. Play some Pokemon and chorus around the house. Okay. We have 10 of Pentacles. Pokemon, we got the Magician, is always cool. Rain on me. Sometimes it's soft as a mystery. Excuse me. That gently touches my soul. The Chariot in the chat. I think I might switch the deck just because the reversal energy down here. I don't even want it on the altar. Let me switch the deck. Hold on. If we simply lose control. I recommend, for the people that's always asking me about what's a good tarot deck, even if you're a beginner and you want to learn more about reversals, this deck is perfect. Let me put you guys on. It's called Tarot of the Oppositions. You can find it on Amazon, but you see how upright you have justice, upright, justice, reverse, justice in reverse. Uh-oh. What the fuck is going on? I love this deck. So for the readers out there, this is beginner friendly. And I feel like this deck will teach you about reversals really good. It's called Tarot of the Oppositions. Look at the Magician upright and the Magician in reverse. The Trickster. The Trickster. I call this little nigga Pooh Shiesty. Fuck you. Pooh Shiesty ass. Okay, 10 of Pentacles upright. Look at that. The door is open, baby. And the door is locked. Uh-oh. So, you know, look at the King of Pentacles upright. And look, he's just mad, grumpy. Okay, I love it. I love it. So once again, that's the Tarot of Oppositions. Let me check my battery. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Hold on. Let me get a deck. Hold on. Ooh, stretch my legs out. That feels good. That gently touches my soul. It cools the fire that burns in me. And we simply lose control. We're looking. Okay, let's see. We'll do this one. This is pretty cool. All right, I'm back. We really just got 181 people in here chilling. Like, y'all are so cool just to chill. Look what's at the top of this deck. Ace of Pents. Now, I think this is called the Modern Love Tarot. I hope that she still sends this. I was recommending this to somebody I did a reading for, and I was trying to send her the link, and I couldn't find it. This is by Ethany Tarot. Hierophant. She's really cute. 8 of Pence. How y'all feeling though? Look, this is the Fool. She's doing a little love spell. She's doing a love spell. The Empress in this deck always, she gives, okay? Queen of Pentacles, I love the representation. This deck was made by a white woman. So the fact that she put all of these different, you know, races up in here, I was like, that's really sweet of you. That was really sweet. And I'm happy that she did. You know, so we got representation, okay? We got representation. This woman's wearing a head covering. Okay, we got all sorts of representation. Look, this card right here, if you know, you know. Feeling like this is not a good feeling. But I love these cards because the author and the illustrator did their big one at really putting the emotions and the life things that us humans go through. This card for me, she's done. She's numb. She don't got no more tears left to cry, babes. Ugh. I love decks with the realism. Okay, we have the teacher. Look at her. She's over here trying to juggle everything. 10 of Wands. We've got this cutie. Look, she even put the representation for the dog. The dog. Like, look how cute. The Hierophant card is, this card can speak about people that are like in religious power. So you think of like pastors, spiritual teachers, gurus. The Hierophant is history, okay, as well. The Hierophant can also represent marriage, you know, legally binding contracts as well. The Magician. Death. Look how cute. King of Pentacles. That's Big Daddy right there. The Emperor. Big Daddy. That gently touches my soul. Look at that 9 of Swords. Okay. 10 of Cups. Family. You got the family. Okay. Got this Sun. This card always reminds me of my babies. Little boy. A little boy. You got the High Priestess, the Elder with the pomegranates. Look at this card, the 4 of Cups. She says she don't even want it. The King of Pentacles might be boring, babes, but I don't know. Would you want, okay, let me ask the chat. Would you rather have, hold on, wait. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. Let's do a little game. Okay, hold on, wait. Let's do a little game. Hold on. It's about to get fun. Hold on. Let's put all the kings together, and I'm going to see which king you guys would choose from this deck. Which king you would want. Hold on. I got 2 more to find. That gently touches my soul. It cools the fire that burns in me. And we simply lose control. All right. So, you want Big Daddy King of Cups? We got King of Cups, Big Daddy. Okay. We got King of Swords. King of Pentacles. And King of Wands. He's freaked out. He's getting freaked out. Okay. Who are you choosing? So we got the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Swords. I think I'm choosing, it's a mix between King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. They said good guys always finish last. Good guys always finish last. I think I'm choosing him. I think I'm just in the sun. Like, why he smiling like that? He looks like his name is Cornelius. Bye, Cornelius. Or Rodney. He gives Rodney. Somebody's choosing the King of Wands. The King of Wands in this deck is quirky. He's very quirky. Is his nipples pierced? Yeah, his nipples are pierced. He's giving quirky. Okay. Let's see which queen you guys are choosing. Let's do the queens. All right. Let's see the queens. Hold on. She said, she gets down. She don't play. Bye, Lindsay. Lindsay. Okay, let's see. Hold on, wait. That gently. But stuff like this, like little activities with your tarot deck, this is how you get to know your cards better. Bye. Bye. She's cute. She's cute. Who's the last one? Pentacles. Oh. Let's find Pentacles. It cools the fire that burns in me. All right, these are our options. Queen of Pentacles is giving. It's giving nurturing. It's giving protective. It's giving caring. She's giving definitely motherly energy. These are both motherly energies. You're choosing the Magician. Yeah, the Magician is a baddie in this deck. I don't know. I don't know about that Queen of Swords. She's scary. For me, I'm choosing the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Pentacles. It's a mix. I'm choosing the Pentacles. Yeah. She's giving, leave me alone, ho. Bye, ho. Dang. See, that's fun. That's fun. But it's like when you break down the tarot like this, so for example, like these, they go together, okay? Like they match each other's energy. But what if you were to mix him with, oh my God, like can he handle her? I think that he might give up. I don't know if he can handle her. And I don't know if she can handle him. She's like, why are you asking me all these questions? Why do you care about what I feel like? Why do you need to know? And then these two, she's going to break his heart. I don't know. But I feel like these two would be a good match. I feel like these two would be a really good match. Look, y'all, I feel like these two would be a really good match. I feel now this is a hot take, but I think he can handle her. This man, like, she's loving him. Like, this is the only nigga that makes her laugh. She's like, what? Like, she don't play about him. Like, that's what I'm getting from this one. And I feel, hold on. I feel these two. Like, look how he's smiling. He said, oh, yeah. These two go together real bad. Fire sign and an air sign. Oh, because, you know, the air with the fire, it amplifies it. So these two, oh, you know they be fucking. Oh, my gosh. Okay, who's getting the... And that leaves these two. It's giving Tarot of Love Island. Not Love Island Tarot Edition. I think these two, like she's the hopeless romantic and he's in love with his work. Oh my God. You said a UPS uniform? Oh, this is UPS? See, I thought he was a school principal. I thought he was a principal. This is so cute. I love it. Yeah, I feel like these two go together real bad. Oh, welcome to the circle, Shonnetta Circle. Yes, they look functionally dysfunctional. Stuff like this is just a fun way to learn because these are the court cards. The court cards in the tarot are the archetypes. They describe people's personalities. So, who in your life reminds you of this Queen of Pentacles? So, like when you're learning tarot, you can make those associations. So, like, let's say, for example, you have an aunt and your aunt reminds you of the Queen of Pentacles. Like, she gives off the same energy. So, like, in the future, when you're doing a reading and the Queen of Pentacles comes up, you think of your aunt. And so, what kind of art, characteristics does your aunt have? This is called the Modern Love Tarot Deck. It's by Ethony. The author is Ethony. I think it's called the Modern Love Tarot. It's a pink and gold deck. You can't miss it. Hopefully she still sells it. But this deck is it's really a good one. So yeah, this is the Emperor. This is the Empress. Rich Aunt Sawana. Sawana. Oh, look how cute. You got the pears. So, little stuff like that. All right. My kids are getting antsy. I'm going to have to soon clock one out. Let me see. See the High Priestess to the Hierophant. The Magician in this deck is a baddie. She reminds me of like the nanny from The Nanny Named Fran. Every time I see this card, I think of the nanny. I like that they made the Magician in this deck a woman because it's like a woman empowerment. The Death card. The pages in this deck are all little kids. The Five of Cups is pretty sad. This deck is a favorite. It's a favorite. I love it. All right. Oh yeah, this is the devil in this deck, if you're wondering. What is that? What? BDSM? Beat this pussy up. No, not gonna lie. If I was a tarot card and if this card approached me, I'm folding. I'm going easily. Easily. I'm going. I'm done. I cut the show. Easily. It's giving, hold on, wait. It's definitely giving, like, yes, the scarf, the beard, yes, all of it. Now. I'm going. Yes. Like, if my type was a tarot card, my type, like, yes. But also, like, I feel like my type is my type because of my Lilith in Sagittarius. I feel like I'm just drawn to, like, people, different races, like, different cultures, ethnicities, like, so it's honestly, my astrology kind of makes sense why I have biracial mixed children, because, like, I was meant to just be drawn to different cultures, different energies, which is pretty cool. Like, why not? Why not, taste the rainbow, explore? You know what I'm saying? Diversity. Why not? That's why I don't understand racism. It's just like, like, let's love each other. Let's hold hands and a kiki on the river. Okay? But no, so we're going to leave out the ace of, I'll just be cracking jokes, y'all. I hope that nobody ever gets offended. I just be speaking, just what's on my mind. But when I be meeting, like, certain people, the Lovers is two women. Okay. When I be meeting certain people and, they mix and mingle, I love to see it. I love to see it. We love to see it. Page of Cups. Yeah, some people can't handle all the flavors. It is what it is. It is what it is. Temperance. This is really cute. I'm attracted to men that look like me. Yeah, men that look like you. I understand that too. There's people that, I understand. I know. Let me see. I think we'll do the Magician. Heal the world, make it a better place. The Chariot. All right. One world. Yep, we'll do that. It's looking good. Oh, look at the Knight. I didn't show you guys the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. A racially ambiguous king. Who are you choosing? Are you choosing the Knight of Cups or the Knight of Wands? Which one are you choosing? I need to know. Who are y'all choosing, chat? Who are y'all choosing? Let me know in the chat. Make your choice. Oh, she said a king. Oh. So you're saying you won't dibble and dabble with the YN one time? Just the YN, just one time. Get you a little Knight. A little Knight. Okay. Look, I'm gonna choose the Wands. I'm gonna choose the Wands. The one who look like he got money. Okay. I feel like if it looks like he has money, the Knight of Cups looks like he has money. But he could have money too. Wands with his poly relationship. The one with the coins. They can't handle you. The YNs. What energy do you guys get from this card? Every time I look at this card, I'm like, oh no. What do y'all get from this card? It's giving monitoring spirit. It's giving happiness hater. What do you guys get? Let me know what y'all get when you look at this. Like, what comes to your attention? Jealousy. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, this is the Knight of Swords. So, envy, backstabbing. All right, y'all. So, I've got to go make some lunch for the children. Start a new load of laundry. Let me talk to y'all. Let me see what my game plan is. Hold on. Yeah, I love that deck. I really do. Yeah, so what do I need to do? So I need to make lunch for the kids. I need to start another load of laundry. I'd like to vacuum my hallway. What else do I want to do? What else do I want to do? I know it involves some sort of cleaning. It's like never-ending cleaning over here, always. Always something that needs to be cleaned. What's y'all's game plan? What's y'all's game plan? Overcoming. Dang, I just opened up to that. That's crazy. I opened up to this. Overcoming ill will. Isn't that crazy? As we just looked at that jealousy tarot card. You're cleaning too. Got some cleaning to do. You're gonna nap. Yeah, this candle, I mean, wow. We are about to get busy. This is the final message because I opened up to it. Overcoming ill will. The ego is a disruptive force. Unlike the divine disruption of the soul that breaks down negative patterns, the disruption of the ego seeks to undermine what is constructive. If you have been worn down by the antics of ego, disheartened by mean-spirited gossip, or those that seem intent on purposefully blocking your path, do not fret. Disconnect from negative sources and commune with the infinite through sacred pursuits such as contemplation of nature, snort laughing whenever possible, and heartfelt meditation. If that ill will has somehow penetrated your heart or mind, connecting with sources of light will cleanse you from the inside and restore you back to your authentic, peaceful nature. What is meant to be spiritually protected, that includes sanctity of your own heart. Immerse your attention in your sacred realm and leave the workings of ego to their own fate. Damn. In other words, Spirit's like, don't let other people get to you. And also remember, transmutation. So as this candle burns, the magician, literally transmuting. Alchemy. We're transmuting any and all blockages, negative energy, poverty, gossip, you know, all that bullshit. Just transmuting that into more power, more abundance, more growth, more ascension, more beauty, more love, period. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a spiritual bath, a nice one. Soak. I know I need to drink some tea. My nose is a little bit stuffed up. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for vibing with me today. I'm going to upload this, so, you know, if you want to come back to it and what have you. But you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Take care. Peace.